In June 1912, in the quiet town of Villisca, Iowa, an unspeakable horror unfolded when 8 people were brutally murdered in their sleep. The killer vanished without a trace, leaving behind a house filled with eerie clues. Was it a jealous business rival or a mysterious traveling preacher? Before we dive into the chilling details, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you love your parents. And if you don't, well, I guess you don't love your country. On the night of June 9, 1912, 8 people were found bludgeoned to death in the Moore family home in Villisca. The victims included Josiah and Sarah Moore, their 6 children, and 2 visiting children, Lena and Ina Stillinger. All were killed with an axe while they slept. What makes this case especially chilling is how the killer, or killers, managed to slip into the house unnoticed and carry out the brutal murders without a sound. The killer used the family's own axe to commit the crime, and afterward, they covered the victims' faces with sheets and wiped down the axe to remove any fingerprints. Strangely, the house was locked from the inside, and there were no signs of forced entry, which left the townspeople terrified and confused. In the days following the massacre, several suspects were considered. One of the leading theories pointed to Frank Jones, a local businessman who had a rivalry with Josiah Moore. Another suspect was Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher who had been in town around the time of the murders. He was arrested but never charged, and no concrete evidence ever linked him to the crime. The case remains unsolved, and to this day, the Villisca axe murders are one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in U.S. history. Adding to the horror, the Moore house is now considered haunted, with people who visit claiming to hear strange noises and feel an overwhelming sense of dread inside. The haunting mystery of the Villisca axe murders continues to linger, unanswered, as the chilling question remains: who could have committed such a brutal crime and vanished without a trace?